live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, the return of pumpkin spice and autumn-inspired beverages. Dunn Brothers Coffee will show us how they make the best fall-inspired drinks. Plus, a closer look as Phase 3 of Davenport's Veterans Memorial Park gets underway. Learn more about the installation of multiple statues, a Vietnam Wall, and a memorial brick project. And it's Library Card Sign-Up Month. The Rock Island Public Library is here with info on that, along with details on their upcoming Party in the Park event. Welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Wednesday, September 3rd. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier. We're going to catch up with my co-host Kyle Keel in just a few minutes, but for now, we're focused on the ladies and a fun upcoming event happening at the R7 Reclaimed Barn in Grandview, Iowa. Back in studio with us this afternoon from R7 Reclaimed is Tennille Register. Tennille, welcome back.
Thanks, Morgan. Thanks for having me. I always love coming in to talk with you.
Yes, we love having you. It is a changing of the seasons, which oftentimes means that we get to have you on the show and talk about what's new at the barn. So, but for anybody that may have not made their way out to Grandview or visited the barn before, just give us a little background on R7 Reclaimed and what it is.
Sure. So R7 Reclaimed, our motto is Found, Reclaimed, Loved, and that stands for our faith, our family, and our reclaimed treasures. And so we are in an authentically old barn that has, new plumbing and some of the conveniences that you want there, and has been restored. So it's a great escape as a destination shopping experience to celebrate the season and love on your home and the people you bring with you.
Absolutely. So talk a little bit more about what makes it such a unique shopping destination. I mean, aside from the barn itself, which is a completely new backdrop for a lot of people, it really is something that you can spend the day doing.
Yes. So we are in Grandview, Iowa, which is a tiny town of about 300 people. It's about 45 minutes from the Quad Cities. And we put together vintage pieces, antique pieces, gift pieces, home pieces in such a unique way that you're going to want to take your time kind of strolling through and taking in the scenery and just really thinking through the season and how you want to live in the season, right? Because more and more, yes, we want to decorate, but it's not just about having stuff. Right. It's about like how we want to feel this fall. So we really think it makes a great seasonal reset to kind of walk through and be inspired and experience the small town charm.
I think you hit it, right there. It's about expressing yourself as an individual and what you want to see in your home, what makes you feel good, but also that uniqueness that you're not going to get from a lot of other places. So you're opening fall weekend this weekend, and it's kicking off with Ladies Night this Friday. So what can people expect for Ladies Night?
Yes, so Ladies Night is, you can come with anyone. They don't have to be a lady. But really it's become this tradition of gathering with your friends, even if it's on your way to the football game or something, sneaking away to just experience the kickoff to fall. And so we will have live music going on. We have patio seating, farm tables. We'll have soup available and sandwiches, coffee, wine, just really like time to linger through picking out your pumpkins, your mums, your decor, and hanging with your people.
That sounds like so much fun. And you brought soups with you today. So is this what's going to be served at the event? Okay.
Yes, so we have two options. There is like a traditional hearty chicken soup. And so we just thought this is the first time it's ever going to be nice and feel like fall for Ladies Weekend. This is from the Downtown Drinkery, the coffee shop that we have associated with the barn right there in town. And so you can either go to the coffee shop and eat it, or we'll have this available at the barn too, so you can sit outside under the tree, listen to the music.
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm such a soup lady. Like even in the summer, I know that's embarrassing to say, but I love it. So, and this is really good.
Yes, and then the chicken gnocchi soup also, and then farm fresh sandwiches and some salads, and like I said, there will be wine and coffee, and we just really encourage you, grab a girlfriend or come by yourself. We've had ladies come by themselves and they make a friend while they're there, and just truly celebrating the feeling of the season.
Well, and that was one of my questions. I mean, you said really anybody can come to the Ladies Night event that's happening on Friday, but who is this for? Like, what, you see, I'm assuming just a lot of like little groups of women.
Yes, so we see like daughter-mother pairs, sisters, co-workers, you know, like especially teachers this time of year, you survive the back to school, so they come out together. And we also have friends that like maybe they don't have time for each other in their lives, but they say, hey, let's take this hour every year. I can get my pumpkins, my mums, my fall fix, my fall candle, and we can hang together, pose for a picture, you know, capture it for the gram, that kind of thing.
And you're going to have photo opportunities throughout.
Always.
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 It's one of your things.
It is one of the things. If you drive all the way to Grandview, you want something to show for it.
Photo op,
And you're going to have a table setting, so you're going to kind of get like that special treat feeling where we've really prepped it for you. If you've dreamed of kind of a farm dinner, you'll get that feeling. And the event is totally free. You can purchase your drinks, your food, you know, your goodies.
But there's no registration or tickets or anything.
No.
And the camera was just showing off some of the beautiful decor. I mean, really, it says fall. So just talk about some of the things that you brought here today that people may find this weekend.
So I try to go for unique things that you're not going to find in a big box store. And I really kind of search all over, like from, you know, Texas to Vegas and all over in between. And so this is supposed to, you know, kind of be like a stone pumpkin, but it is a lighter weight that you'll feel good with on your mantle. You can carry, And this year I really focused on fall doesn't always have to be like the oranges and browns and yellows. Sometimes we're not ready for those in October.
Thank you.
And so we have, you know, like the florals point to some pinks and peaches, some taupes, to really, some things that maybe incorporate that aren't totally neutral, but also kind of are fun colors instead of, you know, jumping straight into the browns.
We have to talk about the candles that you brought here today too, because you know I love a candle. Hoodie season, that's what this candle is called. This one is a really nice, like easy.
Yes, it is. It's a great kind of everyday smell, a little bit masculine and clean, but definitely reminds you of fall. I mean, hoodie season is the perfect name for that, right? Because it just kind of makes you feel like it's time. Apple cider donut is so sweet and delicious. And we have a whole line of candles locally made in the Quad Cities. And then, of course, you're going to find like fresh pumpkins, fresh mums, all straight from the farm, available there as well.
That is perfect because, you know, those of us with the kiddos, we like to take them to the pumpkin patch, right? There's all sorts of things for them to do there, but it's not necessarily the place that you can spend the time personally and pick out everything.
That's right. And I think that's why a lot of ladies come to the ladies' night, because they go ahead and they get their decor that they want for their porch. And then later in October, they take their kids to the patch and pick up the carving pumpkin. But this is kind of their moment. And this season, I'm really focusing on like simple things you can do, like just changing out your linens in your kitchen to something fresh, something that you like that makes you smile when you use it and do the dishes. And just looking for those subtle shifts that we can make each season in our home to kind of embrace and celebrate without feeling like we have to pull out tubs and tubs of decor and decorate the whole place. We're just going to work on shifting with the season.
Even to hear you say that is such a relief. Yeah, these are some beautiful colors right here. And again, like you said, I mean, there's that kind of rust-colored orange in here, but you can really do a lot that says fall without doing those typical fall colors.
That's right. And just really looking for places that are easy to do it, and just switching out like an everyday greenery to something that's more of a taupe. These are always a favorite. I'll just show you a quick trick that everyone talks about after I come on the show. And they love this one because it can be a stem, but very quickly, because it's a high quality wire stem, we can also quickly turn it into like a garland or a swag.
Or a tablescape type of a thing. Oh my gosh.
For your mantle or whatever. And so when you're in the barn, you're going to learn a lot about how to incorporate decorating into your home in a way that maybe feels more realistic than when you just see it on the shelf in a big box store.
That is so nice that you said that. I have to imagine people come up to you as well the entire time asking you questions like, how would you decorate with this? Do you like that? Do you enjoy that part?
It's my favorite part. So I love to kind of stand back in the corner and just watch people take it in, and women walk around and they start building their bouquet, right? And they feel like they've accomplished something by the time they get to the checkout, because they had this whole experience with the merchandise. And so I love getting to be a part of that and interact with people.
Yeah, that is so fun and very inspirational weekend, to be sure. And we should mention Ladies' Night is not the only part of this weekend. There is Saturday and there is Sunday as well.
True. And on Saturday we will have some pop-up vendors with us, including a cool new mobile that is a bookstore pop-up on Saturday. And so yes, come out all weekend and just enjoy we always are throwing in those kind of surprises, so that you don't quite know what to expect when you get there.
Yeah.
But it will feel like home.
Snacks, music, drinks, it's pumpkins, mums, really anything you could possibly imagine. Again, ladies' night at the barn. It's this Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. You can also visit, as we mentioned, Saturday, that's 10 to 3, and Sunday from 1 to 4. R7 Reclaimed is located at 337 Cemetery Lane in Grandview, Iowa. And if you want to learn more about this business, head to r7reclaimed.com. Tennille, as always, thank you so much for joining us, for bringing all these beautiful items, and for providing me with a snack.
That's right. Lunch is served.
We love it.
Thank you so much, Morgan.
Well, ready or not, fall is just over 2 weeks away. After the break, Dunn Brothers Coffee will get us up to speed on the best autumn-inspired drinks of the season.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
Whether you choose to celebrate or not, pumpkin spice season is upon us, and it's here for a little while to stay.
Yes, and with fall flavors in full swing, Dunn Brothers Coffee is serving up autumn-inspired drinks that go way beyond your average latte. Joining us today from the Dunn Brothers Davenport location is Joshua Hack, along with Julian Swain. Josh and Julian, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, we're so excited to have you.
Love it.
Look at this table.
Nice little spread we got here.
Yep.
What a show today we really have. So, Julian, you're actually going to be making a drink for us. Which one are you going to be making?
We'll start off with the pumpkin pie latte. It's going to be a hot version.
A hot version
of the
of pumpkin pie latte.
Yeah.
So we'll let you do that and just at least get started. And we'll ask Joshua a few questions so you can concentrate.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about Dunn Brothers and just a little bit of background on this business.
So Dunn Brothers opened over 40 years ago, and it's Minneapolis, Minnesota based.
Holy cow, yeah.
It's still Midwest, keeping it Midwest,
Yeah.
and we roast our own beans in store, which is pretty exciting. We have a bunch of different countries of origin. We do Brazil, Colombia, Guatemala, and we can do just about anything you want. We're a pretty wide-ranged coffee shop. And we got plenty of sweets too.
Yes, you do. That's for sure. So yeah, based in Minneapolis, but it's important to note that locally owned and operated here in the Quad Cities, so you can still support them and feel good about it because it is a local coffee shop. So what sets Dunn Brothers apart from other local coffee shops? Because we have a lot of choices here in the Quad Cities.
I think just our range of products that we have, and we also serve breakfast and lunch all day, which is not very common to have, I think.
Yeah.
And we get our fall flavors pretty early, so if you're looking for fall stuff, you can always come to Dunn Brothers.
I mean, yeah, you were way ahead of the game this year.
Yeah.
Was it like last couple of weeks of August?
2 more weeks ahead of most places. So.
All right.
Yeah, and
So
then if you come in the store, you can see them roasting the beans there. So
That was going to be my next question. You guys are known for that single origin, really freshly roasted coffee beans. And that is actually kind of rare and unique to have.
yeah, I think we're like one of the only ones that does it. So yeah, if you come in like at both of the locations, we have this huge like roaster, and there will probably be one of our 3 roasters there just working away.
Just working on it. That's awesome. You're going to try it.
I'm going to try it.
The apple pie?
Pumpkin pie.
pumpkin pie.
The pumpkin pie latte. Let's be honest, I've had this many times. It's really good.
Full disclosure. It looks good.
It's very good. You get that pumpkin flavor, the
there's
nice
another
taste
one
of the
here.
coffee as well.
So I'm an iced coffee person, and I don't care
Thumbs up,
what
yeah.
time of year this is, right? I
Oh,
will do
absolutely.
iced coffee when we are dealing with what was it
And
called?
I'll do the hot coffee.
You'll do hot coffee,
I'll do
in,
hot
the
coffee in the middle of
summer,
summer.
and I'll do iced coffee when, what was it called,
Like
the Arctic?
the polar vortex.
Polar
There you go.
vortex. Never thought I'd say that again. So which one is this that I'm trying here?
that's the caramel apple chai.
Okay.
They're both very delicious, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, yes, this is really, really good. And it does taste exactly like a caramel apple, but there's a little bit of smoothness. Like it's not super tart.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So you can get your iced coffee, you can get your hot coffee from Dunn Brothers. You guys are really involved in the local community. One example that I can think of is I have an event at my daughter's school every year. And I know the owners, they provide all the coffee for the families that show up. It's a before school event. We're getting Dunn Brothers coffee and we're getting donuts and things like that. That's just one example, but you as a company really like to get involved in the community.
Definitely. Anytime we have opportunities for fundraising or people coming in asking, can we post some advertisements for this, or can you guys do something special with us, we always like to see what we can do with the local community and
That's
see
good
what
to
we
hear.
can pair
Yeah.
up and do.
Yeah, and for those people who love getting their daily coffee at Dunn Brothers, they can actually brew it at home too, because you guys have expanded your products in the grocery stores as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you can also get like like you said, the catering event.
Yeah,
we can
okay.
do like these like Joe to goes, and then yeah, just fire beans.
So which grocery stores are you in then?
I believe
think we're in Hy-Vee,
Yeah,
I believe. Yep,
yeah.
Hy-Vee, and the more like, I don't know if that's considered big box, but those kind of
Sure.
stores.
Okay.
That's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That
Thank
is
you.
huge. People can get their coffee anytime because some of this stuff folks can do at home, right? We want, typically when you get a drink like this, we want the professionals to do it, right? Folks
Exactly.
like you guys. But if
That's when you know it's gonna be good.
that is not a possibility, you know, people can get the ingredients and now they can make this coffee and have it almost be like what they would get in shop.
Yeah.
That's really, really great. Okay,
Yeah, so we got to talk about the food.
I was just going to
Yeah, we got to talk about the food
We were going to
because
say the exact same thing.
yeah, you've got breakfast, lunch. I mean, dessert. I mean, I guess you can consider muffins breakfast, but
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
got the seasonal, right? We've got the pumpkin scone and the pumpkin muffin.
Yep. Yep. Pumpkin scone, pumpkin muffin, and then yeah, our cinnamon twist. They're very popular right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried them, I
This is
definitely
the
recommend.
cinnamon twist?
Yes, they're so good.
Are you going to try it?
I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little piece off of it. So this is one of your seasonal items you can get. And Morgan and I were talking before. We're both big fans of a good blueberry muffin, and you guys have a very delicious one as well. Pretty popular,
So
right?
good. Yeah.
So you know what makes it so good is you can see the shining of the beautiful sugar granules on this blueberry muffin. And when I walked by before the show started, I said, that's a good blueberry muffin right there.
Morgan has dibs. This cinnamon twist is really good too. Very flaky,
Yeah,
very
it's so
cinnamony.
good.
But for
Love
our
it.
savory folks as well, I see you have like a bacon, egg, and cheese burrito. You have a sausage or muffin there with egg on it. So pretty much you can get whatever kind of breakfast person you are. It sounds like you've got it on the menu here.
And if you have time to stop in after your lunch, like at work, we have like a bacon grilled cheese, which is really popular.
Really?
And, yep, and a Tuscan
got
turkey
goosebumps.
sandwich, Ultimate Club.
We even have like pizza. We have like margarita pizzas on like naan bread.
Really?
We do like a pepperoni pizza and a margarita pizza.
That is so
every day.
good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've been there, I had no idea you guys did that. But I mean, yeah, the smell of coffee with you roasting the beans, I mean, it hits you right when you walk in the door. So you got to check out Dunn Brothers if you haven't already.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Well, we appreciate you doing all of
Yes,
this for
thank
us
you.
here today and just telling us a little bit more about Dunn Brothers because there are a couple of locations in our community. Dunn Brothers Davenport is located at 4520 East 53rd Street. You can also find Dunn Brothers in the Duck Creek area of Bettendorf at 787 Middle Road. And to learn more about this business, just visit dunnbrothers.com. Joshua and Julian, thank you so much for doing all of this for us today. We appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you so
Thank you
much
for having us.
Yes. Well, still to come, September means endless possibilities for family fun at the Rock Island Public Library. We have details on upcoming events, including a petting zoo this weekend.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
September is Library Card Sign-Up Month, and this year's theme is One Card, Endless Possibilities. And that's exactly what the Rock Island Public Library is showcasing today. Here to share more, as always, is Lisa Lockhart. Lisa, welcome back.
Oh, thanks for having us on and
Yes.
letting us tell our story.
Oh my gosh, and we just love it. There's always so much to talk about when you're on the show. So first, tell us more about Library Sign-Up Month. We want everybody to get a library card. So what's this all about? This is actually a nationwide initiative.
It is, and you know, you can sign up for a library card any day of the year.
Right.
But 1 month, month a year, we really concentrate on it, and it is an American Library Association program, and all libraries can choose to participate in their own way. We are making a lot with the one card, so many possibilities theme.
Yeah.
And we're doing a raffle drawing for all new and renewed cards and also existing cards.
Oh, that's good.
whether
So
you're-
everyone's included.
Everyone's included, whether you're new or old or just found us, we'll have a drawing for that. And then as another special thing, if you've lost your card and maybe you've become inactive, we'll replace that card for free this month only.
Very nice.
So lots of things going on, lots of programming to support it.
Cards are always available as well at no charge. So anybody that's coming from the area, the Rock Island County, the Milan area, that comes into the library, they won't be charged for signing up for a library card.
Yeah, that's right. It is supported by the property taxes in the city or a district in which you live, and we serve both that Rock Island area and that extended Milan area, which is actually the Milan Blackhawk area public library district.
That is good to know. I think maybe, you know, if somebody doesn't know that, they may be a little apprehensive, and so you may see more a few more people walking in and signing up for their library card. Also, show your love for your library card. Wear your T-shirt. You guys have T-shirts available.
We have short-term sale going on, and all sorts of things like, you know, take me back to the library, you know, get caught reading.
That's
all sorts
cute.
of fun themes, ways to show your library love on your sleeve. You can just order through our website, and then they'll be printed, and they'll either deliver them or you can pick them up at the library.
Well, we've got them scrolling on the screen right now, so anybody who is able to watch us, you can kind of take a little sneak peek of all the different options that they have online, so make sure you take advantage of that.
And that's printed by a local company, by the way.
That's
so
perfect.
we're able to set up an online store through them and keep it local.
That's great. So let's get to all those possibilities that we talked about, and you've come up with many, a list of really everything you can think of that is a possibility with your library card, starting with saving money. This is a big one.
A lot of money. I know, big surprise. I'm a big reader. You know, if I had to pay for all the books I read, I think I'd be bankrupt.
Right.
But, you know, just the things that I have on the table that I brought today are, you know, savings of about $375.
Really?
Yeah. So, you know, checking out a physical book, an audio book, music, movies.
Oh, yeah.
Games, you know, our library of things items, all of those different items add up. And I think we've talked that it's a good way to try it before you buy it, see if you like it.
Yeah.
You know, I brought the Tibetan sound bowl today from our library of things.
Oh, so you have like the sound, the bowls.
Yeah, so that's for
I
meditation.
love those. I'm saying it wrong. Becky Nakashima Brook would not like how I just said that. But that's awesome that you could do that. I think a lot of folks would be surprised by how much you can check out with a library card. I mean, you've brought a few of them with you. I was even surprised when you had all of these different board games and video games and movies and things like that that people could take home.
All sorts of things for family entertainment.
Yeah.
And again, saving money. If you're planning a staycation at home, check out a few movies, check out a board game, make a weekend of it.
It's a good idea.
You know, maybe the weather's not so great. You can have a
we're
fun
getting
time
into
inside.
Burr weather, so
Sure.
it's a good reminder. Launch a new interest or solve an issue with some library events. So this is a good time to talk about, for example, the monthly fabric swaps that you guys have going on.
So every month with our Stash Busters program, we have a fabric swap.
Yeah.
And so if you've got maybe a stack of fabric at home you don't know what to do with, bring it. Maybe somebody else has a plan for it.
Yeah.
And you know, that Stash Busters project this month is working with blocks. I brought an example of that. But every month it's a new project. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, right there on the front of the table. So that's a really fun one to get involved in, and it's really sustainable as well. You know, something's not just collecting dust in your home. You know, it could be somebody else's treasure at the end of the day, and exactly what they've been looking for. You're planning something for October as well, right? So people can still be donating things?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to do a craft and art supply swap in October, and the important thing with that is our donation boxes will go out at the end of the month.
Okay.
And you can bring your gently used but still usable craft and art supplies.
Okay.
And again, maybe clear out that craft room, make room for new interests.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea. Continuing down the list of exploring possibilities, making family memories, and that actually starts this weekend with the petting zoo that you've been planning. So this is at Longview Park.
We're so excited to see that come. You know, we'll have all sorts of cute animals. There's like 25 to 35 animals from Miller's Petting Zoo.
Oh, they're so great. Yeah.
We got a book giveaway for the kids. Free popcorn from the Parks Department, all sorts of family fun. And again, you know, it might be that memory that kind of sticks with you for a while. Like, oh, that time we went to the petting zoo in the park.
It's fun, yeah.
And it is free, and there is no purchase required to enter the petting zoo. So
why wouldn't you?
Exactly. Come on out.
Okay. Speaking of parks, Party in the Park is also coming up very quickly. That's going to be next Wednesday. This is a really, really fun family event, 5 to 7 p.m. And we can be making lanterns right now for that.
You certainly can. I brought an example. They can be small, they can be large. The library will also be having a craft at the event itself where you can make a simple bag lantern.
Yeah.
And so really there's a low bar to participating. Just make a lantern or make one at the event.
Yeah.
Just show up. And then the Parks Department holds these parties to introduce the parks to the public. And Hodge Park just got a brand new recreational trail that they'll be cutting the ribbon on that night.
Wow.
And so the parade will go around the recreational trail. And again, family memories. That lantern parade's an interesting tradition in Rock Island. It started in the 1920s and went until about 1970, late 1970, and so people still remember it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we want to introduce this to our grandchildren.
Let's bring that back. Yeah. So as we run out of time, I just want to at least name off of a few more really great opportunities with your library card. Start a new job or a business. So there's all kinds of classes or books or online resources that can help you kind of make that career move or that career switch if you need to. Focusing on mental health and self-care. That one I would encourage people to get online and check out what you have on the calendar, because they have parenting workshops, managing family stress, cultivating self-care, even yoga for beginners. You see that there at the bottom of your screen on September 17th. You really are never going to run out of either events, activities, programs, or items at the library.
No, absolutely not. And that yoga is absolutely new. So, you know, again,
take advantage of it.
Find out if you like it.
Yeah.
Move for mental health. And yeah, we'll be having a program on starting an Illinois business. So, you know, maybe that's been a dream. That's a possibility that you can realize.
And you can get help, and you can get help for free. So wonderful. Okay, well, to check out everything the Rock Island Library has to offer, you can always head to rockislandlibrary.org, as we mentioned, or just give the library a phone call at 309-732-READ. Lisa, as always, thank you for joining us with so much information and so many items for us to look at.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Thank you. Still to come in our second half hour, honoring our heroes. A new phase of the Davenport Veterans Memorial Park is underway. We'll learn more about the group behind this effort. Plus, Twisted Paddle Brewery is making its mark on the QCA craft beer scene. We'll take a closer look at what's on tap.
Accurate and reliable. This is your First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Kyle Keel.
Well, today's kind of a day of transition. We've been in and out of the rainfall here in the Quad Cities as a cold front is now moving through the area. Right now on our First Alert Sky View, we're looking off to the south, and you can certainly see we do have some heavy rain just south of the Quad Cities. We did have some rain here kind of develop on an outflow boundary right over the metro area into portions of Henry County, Illinois, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now on First Alert Live Doppler radar. You know, we always tend to say along and north or south of I-80. Well, that's just happens to be where that outflow boundary popped off those showers and storms. It's right now near the Interstate 80 corridor, and it also extends a little farther south of the Quad Cities as well. Zooming into Henry County, Iowa, right around Trenton down toward Mount Pleasant on Highway 218. That's where we've got some heavy rainfall associated with some thunderstorms. That's going up to Winfield, Morning Sun, even Wapello, probably getting a little loud there as well with some lightning overhead creating a little bit of that thunder. So some brief heavy rain likelihood here as these showers move through. Right now along 67 between Preemption and Viola, we've got some heavy rain. That extends westward toward Aledo. Joy, you're drying out after a couple rounds of rain. Getting some rain there in Milan. Looks like the radar having a glitch there, but right around Milan heading east toward Kelowna, that's where we have some of that heavy rain. But the heaviest rain right now is from Atkinson to about Princeton there on I-80. A couple rumbles of thunder as well. Fortunately, we're not talking about any severe weather with this, but that cold front is moving through as we speak. And once that does, we're going to get that northwesterly flow, and it's going to usher in that fall-like air at least for a few days. Ahead of it, though, been a little humid today. We've got those dew points that are in the 60s, but notice Galena, Maquoketa, where that front's already cleared the area. That's where those dew points are down into the 50s, and we are heading for dew points in the 40s here as we head overnight. Everywhere Camera Network shows a mix of dry conditions and wetness across the viewing area. We'll get rid of the showers here over the next couple of hours and have a clearing sky here as we head into the overnight. Maybe a few clouds as you wake up early tomorrow morning. Temperatures low to mid 40s. So yes, a cooler start here. I should have overnight lows near 60 this time of year, so we'll certainly be a little cooler than average. There's Exact Track. We're walking the rain out here between 5 and 6 o'clock. We'll have that clearing sky overnight, but it's that northwesterly wind that's going to usher in that drier air, also the cooler air. So yes, despite some sunshine tomorrow, temperatures will be held in the 60s. Now, if clouds hang around, It could be in the lower 60s, but right now we'll go from mid to upper 60s across the viewing area. Heading into Thursday night, we're going to get that southwesterly flow ahead of another cold front that moves through. Could squeeze out a couple of showers here as we head into the overnight hours Thursday, but overall, it's a dry frontal passage, kind of reinforcing that cooler air here as we head into the weekend. Next couple of weeks look relatively dry, maybe a couple chances of rain, but it does look like we will see a warmer trend here as we go into the middle of the month. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But in the meantime, certainly cooler than average with temperatures in the mid-upper 60s to low 70s here through the weekend. Likely see a bump in those temperatures closer to 80 degrees here as we head into early next week. And at that point in time, that'll be what we consider seasonable here as we continue to march on through the month of September, Morgan.
I start to get confused. It's like a little bit of a fall roller coaster.
Yeah, it really is, and it's one of those things where you really need the sweaters in the morning, and then you ditch the sweaters
kids.
And have the short sleeves in the afternoon.
I know, it's tough. It's tough. Taking them to school and it's freezing, and then they lose their jacket on the way home.
Oh, yeah,
never
exactly.
to be found again. Yeah.
Keep them in the book bag.
All right, Kyle, thank you.
You're welcome.
Coming up, progress continues at the Davenport Veterans Memorial Park. Learn more about what's next and how you can be part of it.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
We are shining some light this afternoon on an ongoing project honoring and remembering our local heroes. The Davenport Veterans Memorial Park is a dedicated space to reflect, pay tribute, and educate future generations about the sacrifices of our veterans. Joining us now is Bill Churchill, president of the Friends of Veterans Memorial Park Committee. Bill, such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us
Thank
today.
you very much, Morgan.
Yes.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes, I'm so looking forward to talking with you. I have been hearing so much about this project for so many years. Before we get to that, though, tell us a little bit more about the committee, the Friends of the Davenport Memorial Park.
Yeah, the Friends of Veterans Memorial Park is a group that was actually started when the park started, when the city of Davenport decided we need a veterans park. And actually a person who was very instrumental in having that committee formed is now our mayor, Mike Matson, who was an alderman at the time. And but since then, it's been 15 years. There's been a lot of members come and go.
Yeah.
But we do have one member who was there on the original committee. His name is Scott Pettis. He's our present treasurer and secretary. And then also, I want to recognize these men that are on our committee, if that's okay.
Sure.
And Roger Grandboyce is our webmaster. He keeps our website going. And then Wayne Kraft, Bruce Cheek, Denny Queel, Robert Brewer, and Andy Zinn, and myself. So it's a group of 8 active members right now that are making this committee go and trying to develop this park.
Well, that's wonderful to hear. And I know we were just speaking briefly before the segment began. I know you've served. You're an Army veteran. Served in Vietnam.
I'm actually an Army veteran. I was in from 1967 to 1969.
Well, thank you very much for your service, Bill.
In '68, went to Vietnam, so I'm a Vietnam veteran. In fact, there's 3 of our Vietnam veterans that are on this committee.
Okay, well, thank you all so much for your service.
And thanks, we appreciate that. As a Vietnam veteran, we didn't get too many
You didn't get that a lot. You did not get that a lot when you got home. Well, you're getting it now, so we really appreciate you. So tell us about the Veterans Memorial Park, where it's located. It's got a beautiful spot there on the riverfront.
It is, it is. There was some controversy at the time when they decided where they put the Veterans Memorial Park, but we're really happy that it's down on the riverfront. We think it's a beautiful site, and the sunsets and sunrises with some of the things we have in the park are really a picturesque scene, and the bike trail goes right by there. So it's located actually at the foot of Marquette Street and the Mississippi River. So it's a combination of a lot of things there, and we think it's a great site. And we certainly hope people will go visit our park at the foot of Marquette and the Mississippi River.
Yep, right by the Marquette boat ramp there.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about what's been done so far. You spoke saying that maybe things got started about 15 years ago, which I remember because that's when I first moved to the Quad Cities. And I started hearing a little bit about this. So tell us about the project up until this point and everything that it's taken to get to where it is now.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, actually, in 2023, November of 23, we did a ribbon cutting for what the Friends group, we had 3 major projects. Well, the city actually was also part of this, of course. They developed the River Overlook, which is an area right down by the riverfront, and the bike trail goes right between the overlook and the river. So that's a neat area. The city also installed a walking trail in the park, and they made an amphitheater. So they had 3 major parts on this phase 2 project. And we as a Friends group, we had 3 major projects as well. We have a beautiful 40-foot long by 8-foot tall mural that a local artist, Dave Schaefer, painted for us. It's a beautiful thing. You won't see anything like it. We're really proud of that. We also put in 14 educational signs, which 6 of them are about the 6 branches of the military.
Okay, good, yeah.
7 talk about various wars that the United States has been involved in, and then 1 is a very large sign that tells about the Rock Island Arsenal. So that was our second project, and then we put in a life-size bronze bugler statue, which is pretty special as well.
Well, you know, moving on to phase 3 of this, which is very, very exciting. That also includes some more statues.
Yes, it does.
So what have you all chosen?
Yeah, we have 3 more statues. 2 that are actually sponsored by the Friends group. 1 is a female combat soldier.
Wonderful.
We want to recognize females. Obviously, they've been important to our military history. And that's a relatively new concept because combat female soldiers haven't been involved until recently. And then we have another statue which is going to be actually sponsored by the Vietnam veterans. It's a soldier carrying another soldier, which the theme there is No Man Left Behind. And then we have
the sailor soldier.
Yeah, we have a sailor statue, that's correct, which is kind of a takeoff of a lone sailor project. It's a national thing, but this is our version of a sailor.
Okay, and before we lose all of our time with you, there's something very important I want to talk about, is the bricks, the personalized bricks.
Yeah, this is a way that the public can be involved in our park and help us as well with our fundraising, because obviously all these things cost a lot of money. So the public can get involved by buying a brick. It's $100, and you can get on our website at FOVMP.org.
Okay.
So it's the first letter of Friends of Veterans Memorial Park.
Okay.
And you can get a brick, and that would help us, and it gives a chance for the public to get personally involved with our park.
Okay, and it looks just like the one that you're seeing on the screen. You know, geez, I think just about everybody knows a veteran or has somebody, you know, in their lives that's been touched by the armed forces. So this is a really great way to honor them and just really be part of something great in our community that you guys have been working on for so long.
You're exactly right. Everybody knows a veteran, and so this is a way you can really honor them and go down and look at it as many times as you want. We hope to have this installed by the end of this year, so that's our goal.
That's great.
We have room for about 200 more.
Okay.
So we're getting pretty close to wrapping this up. But certainly there's enough time that people can order.
Well, that's good to know. I'm glad that we got a chance to share that with folks today, because I know
that's a big deal
off the top of my head, I'm ready to buy one for a veteran in my life. So thank you. The Davenport Veterans Memorial Park is located along the riverfront, as we mentioned, near Marquette Street Boat Ramp. To learn more about the project or purchase a personalized brick for the commemorative display, you can visit that website that was just on your screen, FOVMP.org. Bill, thank you so much for speaking about this with us.
Thank you. We really appreciate the opportunity to tell the public about our park.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Still to come on Quad Cities Live, what's on tap at Twisted Paddle Brewery? We have more on what to expect at one of the area's newest craft beer destinations.
At number 1.
Coming up Thursday on Quad Cities Live, Topscape Landscaping is celebrating 10 years of keeping your world beautiful. We'll learn more about the variety of services offered, including patios, gardens, even commercial snow removal.
Plus, a Quad Cities photographer with a lifelong love of the Mississippi River and its bridges is publishing a book. We'll get a preview of it tomorrow at 3 right here on QCL.
DeWitt, Iowa is making its mark on the local craft beer scene with Twisted Paddle Brewery.
Yeah, the business opened earlier this year, pairing a passion for craft beer with community, and it's quickly becoming a go-to destination. Joining us today is owner Adam Marcus. Adam, thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Yeah, so this has really been kind of a dream come true for you, and you kind of run this brewery with your wife. So tell us how this all got started.
Well, about 23 years ago.
23 years ago.
I started doing a TV scenario where I was a dealer for Dish and Direct TV.
Okay.
And about 10 years ago, I figured out that was kind of coming to an end. So I was like, got to do a career shift.
Plan B,
you know. So I thought if I could teach myself how to brew beer, I could open a brewery.
Right.
So that's what I did, is I taught myself how to brew beer, and then I just kept buying and stockpiling stuff for years, which she thought was odd that I've got walk-in coolers from Chicago and kegs from Chicago and going to St. Louis.
Quite the order there.
I've been collecting stuff for a long time, and I don't think she got it until we actually purchased the building. At that point, she figured out, oh,
surprise, honey.
We're actually going to do this.
This
so
is
that's
real.
that's when she figured it out. But
how were those early beers that you brewed?
You know, honestly, I really had good luck.
You've always been good.
Yeah. I've had good luck from the get-go.
I love that.
I've never dumped anything out, and they just. It's weird. You just get a knack for something sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, and not that you don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
But beer is very forgiving, and you can correct issues if you have them. So it's. Never really had anything that I was disappointed with.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Good for you for sticking with it. I mean, 23 years is a long time, and you opened earlier this year. So we have to ask, Twisted Paddle, how'd you come up with that name?
We were on a canoe trip, and I had a broken paddle, and I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I got off the river, so I searched it on my cell phone, and of course, it was taken.
Of course, yeah.
And I was watching History Channel the night before, and they were bending boards and twisting boards to make like these old wooden ships.
Yeah.
And they were using steam bags and boiling them and stuff, and I thought, well, if I could boil, you know, some wood and twist these paddles, I'd call it Twisted Paddle, because you got your mash paddle, that's where you stir the grain, you know, when you're making your mash, and you got the flight paddles with all your flight glasses.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I built a twister, boiled the wood, twisted it, cut out all the shapes, you know, and stained it up, and I thought, well, I'm going to call it Twisted Paddle. Like,
I love the
That's a
story.
great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
and I kind of put my own twist on the beers, too, so it fits in multiple levels.
Speaking of, you brought one for us to try today. We've already heard a little bit about it, but for folks who are watching, can you tell us about this beer?
This is probably our #1 seller. It's kind of my gateway beer. It's called the DeWitt Wit.
The DeWitt Wit.
DeWitt Wit.
And normally a wit would kind of be cloudy and muddled a little bit, and a lot of times they put a fruit slice on it or whatever.
Okay.
This particular one, I kind of built in the citrus. I've got bitter and sweet orange peel plus coriander, and I clarify it to where it's crystal clear, so it's a little sharp, not muddled.
Okay.
And like I say, somebody comes in that's maybe a Busch Light drinker or something like that. It's like, what do you got that's light?
This is the gateway.
Yes.
This is the one that they go for, and that's by default why it's our most top-selling beer.
Okay.
So if you'd like to try some, I'll pour you some.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
that would be awesome. So
Not gonna
as
say
we
no to
mentioned, you opened earlier this year for people that order your beers here.
Yeah.
So February is when you opened. So how's business been here so far over the last several months?
We've been extremely busy.
Thank you.
I was gonna say you don't have to drink it all.
Chug. No, we don't endorse that.
We've
So
been
business
extremely busy.
Yeah, I've been seeing photos all over social media, all over Facebook. You know, the brewery is so well supported already.
It's surprising how much return traffic we get,
Cheers.
but how much new traffic we get coming in from out of town. They've never been there. And oddly, you can look at all your stats, you know, on your POS reporting and stuff.
Very good.
So it's like, 73% of people were new, you know, on any given day or something like that. So we're bringing in tourism to DeWitt, which was kind of the main goal, is we wanted to bring in tourism, plus have a secondary career.
Yeah.
You know, that's helpful. But yeah, we get a lot of new people, and we get a lot of return customers. And our staff, I don't know how we lucked out, but we have a super awesome staff.
Oh, that's great.
Part of what makes it all great, right?
At least once a week, I hear somebody will tell me, you have the friendliest staff I've ever been to any restaurant or bar or brewery. And they're just great. So that really helps bring people back.
Yeah. We're showing some food as well
pretzel.
on the screen. That jumbo pretzel looks incredible. You also have pizza.
Yep.
And you do all kinds of different things, like different specials all the time.
Yep. The pizzas are there every day.
Okay.
The jumbo pretzel's there every day. Like that picture right there that was showed was probably a gourmet nacho. That one was a gourmet nacho right there. But I'll do like Italian beef sandwiches or chicken breast sandwiches, or we did a chicken teriyaki breast chicken sandwich the other day. Smoked pulled pork sandwiches.
That all sounds
Friday.
amazing.
So we try to cook up something new. We got a very small kitchen, about the size of a food truck, and I only got so much storage.
Yeah.
So I can't necessarily
you just pick
have
something.
Yep. I'll pick something and we'll run with it on any given day.
Great idea.
It's always Fridays for sure, and then always the last Wednesday of the month, because we kind of have a little get together for our founding members. They were a group that kind of joined in before we opened.
Sure.
That's very nice.
So we always make sure we cook them something special at least
The
once a
DeWitt
month.
Wit.
We need to mention.
This is so good.
Yeah, we both looked at each other, and I can tell why it's the gateway beer, because I don't care, if you're somebody who likes a hoppy, like an IPA or whatever you like. This is a very drinkable, delicious beer.
So what other kind of beer? Yeah, how many do you have on tap daily?
I usually have 13 on tap, and I like to have a big variety. So like right now, I literally have Belgian beers on tap, Scottish beer on tap, German beers on tap. And then I've got, a couple different hazy IPAs.
Wonderful.
And
well,
just a lot of other things I got on tap.
Yes,
yeah, well, we got to check this out. 615 8th Street there in DeWitt. That's where you can find Twisted Paddle Brewery. Adam, we thank you so much for being here today. And congratulations and good luck on the future.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And thanks so much for watching QCL.
Your news at 4 is coming up next.